Good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your Friday. It's almost the weekend. So let's go ahead and jump into your forecast for the weekend because we do have a first alert weather day. So let's go ahead and get that going. So outside, 58, still very chilly out the door. It's a little on the cooler side, but it seems like traffic is flowing just fine on Parkway. I'll see if Max wants to catch up with me. Here we go. So we're all in those mid and upper 50s for the morning. Starting to finally warm up. The high for the day is expected to be low in 70s, very low in 70s. We can see some 60s already starting kind of in the Coleman, Moulton, and even Muscle Shoals areas. So we're starting to see a little bit of a warm up in the morning hours, but most of us will reach 60 right around noon for most of our communities. Now we do have a couple areas that their high will be just below that 70. So it's not going to be widespread warmth all around, so to speak. So keep that in mind for your day ahead. We'll keep a decent breeze as well. I think we have our breeze chances kind of going down as we get further into the weekend. So taking a look at satellite right now, we are going to see some developing showers, but it looks like they're going to lose steam on their way over to our neck of the woods. So by the time they get to Mississippi and western Tennessee, we should probably see little to no rain with that, but just the slight expectation. Looking at the rest of our day ahead, partly sunny for most of our day, a little bit of a breeze, very calm, honestly. Like I mentioned, those 70s will come later in the day, closer to the afternoon, early evening hours. And then by the nighttime, once we start to see sunset and getting into the rest of the evening, it will be chilly, getting back into those 50s. So kind of how it's feeling outside right now, where it's a little brisk out the door. Yeah, that's where we'll feel right now. Thankfully, it's not that kind of cold that makes your body kind of freeze up. So thankfully it's not that, but next couple of days we'll keep the same cloudy kind of conditions going into Saturday, decent breeze as well. A little warmer, just a touch, about 73 is the high for tomorrow. But Sunday, we're going to drop to about 59 as our high because we do have some rain chances moving in that morning. And it'll be closer to 4 and 5 o'clock. I believe I've got an hour by hour for us to look at, but we'll see 80% chance of these showers. And then by the time we get to our Monday, we'll see some leftover showers. You'll see it in our hour by hour. I'll show you that in a moment, but we'll see a decent chance of showers heading into Monday. It'll take us well below our average, but you notice that we do kind of warm back up by Monday, getting back into those low end 60s. So this is around 8:30 Sunday morning. It's going to be kind of wet out the door. You can see that some areas are still kind of dry on the eastern end, but a couple places are dealing with some showers. You can kind of see that. And then as we get to the late morning hours, 10 and 11 for our western communities, that's when we'll start to see some of those heavier chances of rain. And it looks like the heaviest chance of rain stays pretty west for most of the day. This is 3 p.m. that we're looking at currently. So it comes over there around 11 to noon and stays kind of there for that time period, but you'll notice it starts to gain a little momentum. And there we go. Gain a little momentum closer to the afternoon and evening hours as warm as it gets. So it's gonna, once we warm up just a tad, it's gonna be a chilly day overall because our high is expected to be 59. So you can imagine how most of that morning is going to go in those upper 40s, low end 50s, mid 50s at times. So we'll keep that in mind for the next couple of days. So I'm trying to make sure my mic's working correctly. So let me know if you can't hear me at all. But this is 6:30 on your Sunday. So it's going to be a wet day all around. If you had some evening plans, afternoon, even just outdoor plans around your Sunday, it's probably best for you to make some indoor backup plans already because we're going to start seeing more of an opportunity for those rain chances to be in and around most of your day. So want to make sure that that is on your radar for the next few days. You can see that there's people that'll get pockets, like Fayetteville, for example, they'll get pockets of dry conditions throughout the day, but even still, it's going to be some heavy rain chances all around. Won't really see it move out until this is 11 p.m. And then that's going to carry over into Monday morning. Could see some leftover showers as well, because it seems like it's very slow moving over the valley. So looking at our outlook as far as humidity goes, starts to get a little more humid come Monday, Sunday and Monday with those rain chances, but nothing getting us back into sticky and uncomfortable conditions. So that's good. You'll just notice it's a little more moisture added into our air. So you'll kind of feel that a little bit as you go about your Sunday and even into your Monday. So here we go with our 7-day forecast. Havoc game tonight. Brad will be live from the Havoc games, so that'll be fun. That'll be a treat. And then as we go into Saturday, we're going to keep that beautiful weather going, but you'll notice we start to get some increasing clouds on your Saturday going into Sunday, where it's rain most of the day. Now, thankfully, so far, we're not expecting anything severe with this rain chance. However, we are expecting it to just put a damper on your day and be really a nuisance, because that rain's going to stick around from sunup to sundown and beyond sundown. It's going to be well into midnight before some areas see some type of dry conditions, and other areas will still see some rain chances overnight. So Monday, carrying a few showers into the start of the work week, and we'll keep them around for the next couple of days. It's going to be a rainy spell for us. We've had some dry weeks, but now it's time for us to have a wet one. So we're not going to have rain chances in and around most of our days ahead. And it keeps our temperatures in those low in 60s, upper 50s at times. So that's something. Then as we go into the following weekend, starts to dry out a little bit. Halloween's going to be a cool one. 58 is where we're sitting for day of. So I'm so sorry to those students and some of the kids that have the really cool costumes this year, and your mom's going to make you put a sweatshirt underneath it. I, too, was a victim of it's too cold outside for your costume. I had a Supergirl costume, I think, in the 7th grade, and it was so cute. It was a little skirt, and it was like the whole little top and everything, and my mom was like, we need leggings, you need a jacket, you need boots, you're not going outside. I think it was like 40. Maybe like upper 30s, 40s. Like, it was really cold. We were living in Nashville at the time, and it was really cold. And she's like, you're not leaving the house without some type of extra gear. So my costume didn't look very costumey. So yeah, it's not a fun time. But unfortunately, that'll be the name of the game for Friday. So at least come up with some cute alternatives, right? It's going to be chilly as we get to the following week. So enjoy the 70s while we've got it, today, tomorrow, because it's going to take a turn come Sunday, and it'll stay there for the next couple of days. Daylight saving, I'm pretty sure that's a little alarm clock, right? Is that no? Yeah, it's a cute little alarm clock. I haven't seen that little graphic yet. I was like, what is this flickering? From my point of view, I don't have on my glasses or my contacts, sorry. But my point of view, for some odd reason, it looked like a little toaster. And I was like, what is happening in this toaster? But anywho, we're going to see temperatures warm back up by that point as we get close to daylight saving time. Or not daylight saving. We're on the other side of that. We'll fall back. We'll lose an hour. I realized that was very wrong. We're already in daylight saving. Now I'm backwards. I don't know which one is which. It's fine. It's fine. But anywho, we'll see that that time change. Hopefully starting to see a little bit of warmth in our, if you could say that for 68 being a high. But I mean, you look at Wednesday and Thursday and we're at 57. So for us to jump nearly 10 degrees, I mean, I'll take it. But it is that time of year that we're starting to get a little cooler. And we're kind of hoping that it'll stay around for a little bit. Looks like it wants to, but we'll have to see what goes on beyond Sunday. It looks like we may not stay in these 50s and 60s for a majorly long time. So tune in today at 11. We have TVL in a couple minutes. Then we have our noon show. And then make sure you tune in 4, 5, 6, and 10. Brad will be here. And he honestly will be live at the Havoc game. So that'll be very exciting. I will be here holding down the fort while he's out. So with that being said, hope you have a great rest of your Friday. I'll be back here tomorrow, 4:30, for another Weather Extra. Hope to see you then. And have a great rest of your weekend, or week. Have a great weekend. Or if you're starting your weekend early, have a great rest of it. Enjoy the next few days while you're off. It's going to be nice and sunny until Sunday. So keep that umbrella on standby.